Greetings. In my last video, I told you about a dream the Holy Spirit gave me. In this dream, I was taken into the future, and I saw what it will be like after the rapture occurs. People were frantic. The news media was very much like it is today during this coronavirus pandemic. I saw the look on people's face, and they were all gripped with fear. There was a fear of gloom and doom covering the entire earth. That dream is why I am compelled to do what I call video shorts. In these short 5 to 10-minute videos, I will cover various aspects of a pre-tribulation rapture. I will look at what it will be like before and after the rapture takes place. Today, I want to simply talk about the rapture in general terms. It is a term found in 1 Thessalonians 4:17. The meaning of the word is derived from the Latin word rapturo, which means caught up. The Greek translation of the same word is harpazo, which means to snatch or take away. Those that are opposed to this doctrine come against it because it is not found in the English translation of the Bible. Yet there are other words like millennial, Trinity, second coming, missions, etc. that are not found in the Bible neither, but they are still taught as biblical truths. Then too, some are confusing mankind's persecution and tribulation with God's wrath. Christians have always suffered persecution and tribulation because of man's inhumanity to man. But this is not God's wrath. However, in the great tribulation period, God will pour out his wrath on all humanity to bring an end to mankind's sin and rebellion. Thus, it is safe to say that man's persecution is not the same as God's wrath that is to come during the tribulation period. It will be God's direct hand of judgment. I will further discuss this in detail during another video short. Now, another reason people preach against the rapture is because they say that it was started by John Nelson Darby in 1830. Now, if they were just simply saying that he popularized the teaching, then their statement would be true. However, they're insisting by saying that he started this whole thing about the pre-tribulation rapture based on a young girl's vision, which his close friend says wasn't true. He stated that Mr. Darby got his revelation from reading the book of Isaiah, along with other books in the Bible. To be sure, the rapture in the church history revealed that they too held a pre-tribulation rapture view, although there are other related historical views held that do not distinguish between the two phases of Christ's coming. I'm talking about the rapture and the second coming. This is why Paul said it is a mystery. Unless one is guided by the Holy Spirit, they may never see this doctrinal truth. A close examination of the early church fathers revealed that they were predominantly premillennialists. There's clear examples in the writing of Barnabas, Papias, Justin the Martyr, Irenaeus, Tertullian, Hippolytus, Cyprian, and Lactantius. These alone make this understanding impossible to channel successfully. These all are in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd century, way before 1830. To be sure, one could say that God used Mr. Darby to bring an awareness of this doctrinal truth, that is, the pre-tribulation rapture. Furthermore, the early church was in deep persecution. So many were not focused on this teaching. I say this because things are not always clear when we are under great distress. Things hadn't shaped up because all of the persecution. For this very reason, many could have easily thought that the church would go through most, if not all, of the tribulation period. They are no different than us today. Just look at how people are panicking about the coronavirus. One could easily say that listening to Christians today, that we're either seeing some of the seals being released or that we are headed into the Great Tribulation, if not already. Nevertheless, we can safely say that there was more than one early church father that could see the imminency of Christ's return, which, by the way, is the central teaching to the pre-tribulation rapture. Now, as I close, let's not forget the word of our Lord. Do not let your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. If it were not so, I would have told you. For I go to prepare a place for you. If I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also. John 1 through 3, chapter 14. Now it's quite clear that Jesus is coming back to get us prior to the tribulation period. Thank the Lord. To take us to be where he is right now in his Father's house. Then too, he obviously told the Apostle Paul that not all would sleep, but they would be changed in a moment. In the twinkling of the eye, the dead would be raised first, and then the living believers would be caught up to meet the Lord in the air. Stay tuned for my next short on the rapture, where I will take a look at the stage that is currently being set for the imminent return of Christ in the rapture. Good day.